Hello, I'm drinking a Lamplighter beer for the first time in a while. This is Dazed and Confused. They call it just an India Pale Ale. But then here it's this hazy IPA. They kind of do both. Like it's kind of sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get with Lamplighter. I guess it's a lot of breweries, but this one they just say they use Pilsner malts, raw oats, and a blend of New World hops. So no Southern Hemisphere stuff here, and it's crazy fresh. Yeah, the date got kind of messed up. It looks like it was canned in the future, but it actually says June 16th. So that means that this beer is like 23rd, 9 days old, which is pretty cool. And I just got at the Wegmans down the street. Lamplighter is very local, but it's easy to find beers that are crazy old sitting on shelves. And it's sad. Lamplighter can make some good IPAs, and I've had quite a few good hazy ones from them. This one's only 5.8% alcohol, which I like, and I like that it's just American hops. Because I'm getting sick of the New Zealand and the Galaxy I'm not as into these days, and my lighting is not showing that super well. Maybe I can fix it. It's got a bit of a glow to it. It's not super hazy. I can see my finger through it a little bit. You probably can't with the lighting. And the head doesn't look too great. It's alright though. I'm smelling like lemon or like lime zesty notes. They say lime zest on there. But there's no lime zest in it. It's just, I think they would tell us, it's just hops. I wonder what hop varieties it is. They don't say. Wonder if it's sort of like Mosaic Idaho 7. Maybe not Mosaic. Mosaic these days I've really enjoyed. It's kind of a key lime pie thing. What hop gives you the key lime pie note? They also say melon. I guess it's pretty melony. One thing I like about Lamplighter is that their yeast strain is not so in your face. It really lets the hops shine, and that's what's happening with this one, and especially because I got it really fresh. But yeah, just like lemon, lime. It reminds me of like mimosa cannabis, like some of the very, very sweet citrus forward sativa strains. Like it has a little bit of that green dank stuff, but not too much. It's not diesely or anything like that. It smells nice. Yeah, it's got some esters in there, some candy sweet stuff. Definitely sweet on the first sip, but there's a bit of a bite. There's a bit of a heavily dry hop sort of bite in there. Some polyphenol spiciness. A little, almost like a little bit of acidity or something. A little bit of astringency, but it's making it like a nice sort of more refreshing, lighter IPA for the summertime. Yeah, the feel is not that quite great. It's a little bit coarse. It's a little bit. I mean, there's a drying out in the tongue. It's definitely super hoppy, super fresh, which is good. Maybe there'll be a little bit of a throat burn eventually. It's not really much now, but yeah, it's they packed this thing full of hops, even though it's only 5.8. But you can see the humidity kind of killed the head, but the head, you can just see it's like kind of wispy, and that just, when you see that, it often will be this sort of coarse feel, a little bubbly. It's not very soft. That's probably the main thing I don't like. Otherwise, it's this nice, very limey, bright, with some sweet candy cannabis stuff in there too. Kind of unique flavors. It doesn't make me think Nelson, Galaxy, Southern Hemisphere, obviously. That's not in here, but it doesn't make me think Citra or Mosaic. It could be like Idaho 7. If I think about it as Idaho 7, then I start thinking more like, oh yeah, it does have like a cough syrupy thing, maybe a little bit. Not in that it's like boozy and strong, but more that it's like Ricola or herbal citrus type thing. But yeah, you could just think of it more like an herbal tea. If it were big and boozy, then it might be medicinal, but I think this works well as a lower ABV IPA. A lot of breweries might call us a pale ale, but it is very hoppy and hop forward. And does, yeah, they say it has a dry finish, so like it does kind of fit the bill of an IPA, and it's not super hazy. Yeah, like this is the strength and what a lot of it IPAs actually looked like maybe 10 years ago. So not a lot. They would probably not be this hazy, but sometimes you found them like this, especially sometimes if you found out one where there's some sediment had fallen, you shook it up, or you poured it in. Like before the whole hazy New England IPA era, sometimes you'd run into hazy IPAs, and I often thought they were good. I guess that's the thing. It's a little bit too much of an herbal tea thing. There is some body in there though. Even though it finishes kind of dry, refreshing, it's got a little body and sweetness, but just super, super hoppy. And maybe now I'm noticing some more dank stuff. Maybe like that Ricola cough syrup thing. Is morphing more into not quite diesel, but just some sort of dank resinous quality. Well, I definitely think it's a good. It's good if you want the big punch of American hops, dank, citrusy, but you want something that's a little bit more refreshing, dry, smaller, drinkable for the summer. Fits that bill. Yeah, I would probably give it, it's lucky that it's super fresh. I would probably give it over a 4.25 if the mouthfeel were nicer. But I'd give it like a 4.2, 4.17 repeating. Bye.